No more organic filters. I'm done. I'm finished. Bye bye. Salut. Hey, hey, bonjour, coucou. How are you all today? Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Cyril. I used to be a stem cell researcher for quite some time, and this is why I can tell you about the science behind skincare ingredient. And for today's video, this is a hot topic. This is about organic filters. So basically how to know if you are sensitive to certain organic filters that are always referred to chemical sunscreen, chemical filters. Please do not say this. I've recently actually read a blog post from a very famous chemist actually here on YouTube that also does amazing videos, and in her blog post she used the word chemical. I was like, oh, what the hell? And she's a chemist. Everything is a chemical, people. Water, zinc oxide, TINOSORBS, and etc. They are all chemical. The proper term is mineral filters versus organic filters. I mean, if you have been following me for ages, you already know this, so please do not say chemical, even though you read it everywhere. Spread the message to everyone and say, no, you are wrong. This is organic filters. So this is something that is commonly known. I wish actually that more people would be into UV filters to understand them, because what happened is that most people say, oh, I have tried organic based sunscreen, I am sensitive to them, I am allergic to them, every time I break out, I have sensitivity, my skin is red, is not happy, and etc. So I just give up and go straight away with mineral sunscreen. The issue with mineral sunscreen is that they don't offer the best UVA protection, and guess what? What is going to age you like crazy? It's UVA, especially the UVA type 1, and the only mineral filters that we currently have to absorb the UVA type 1 is zinc oxide. Titanium dioxide is a very, very loosey UVA type 1 filter, so please, it has to contain zinc oxide, but this is not optimal. If you spend most of your time indoors, like I am right now, with a ton of light and etc., this is absolutely fine, of course, but if you are outside, this is a main problem. Also, and this is something that I will always fight for those of you who have darker skin tone, you basically have almost no option with mineral-based sunscreen, because those damn brands don't come with colored mineral sunscreen for darker skin tone, which really infuriates me. So today's video, I'm going first of all to tell you the filter that most likely are the one responsible for your sensitivity, and I will present you a ton of different sunscreen that don't use them, and like this you will be able to basically play with them. I have put them in two categories. The first category are the one with 0 white cast, and the second category the one that do have a white cast, even though there is one that you can definitely, actually two, that you can definitely make it work if you have a darker skin. Okay, so first, what are the filters that are most likely responsible for sensitivity? So there are three that are really well known, almost four actually. So the first one is simply AVOBENZONE. AVOBENZONE, especially if you live in the United States, unfortunately, you either have AVOBENZONE or zinc oxide as a UVA type 1 filter. Therefore, for you, it would be way easier if you just order online a K-beauty sunscreen or a Japanese one. I know that you can get them simply because every time I go to the United States, I can get them. So if I can, you can. But anyway, in the United States, unfortunately, because of the FDA, you cannot use the new filters, which is very unfortunate. So AVOBENZONE is the first one. Then there is OCTOCRYLENE. OCTOCRYLENE also is really famous. Personally, every sunscreen that contains AVOBENZONE plus OCTOCRYLENE, I am really sensitive to them, to the point that when I apply them on my skin starts to be itchy, red, and inflamed. I really cannot use them. So I need to stay away from them. Of course, if you're not sensitive to them, I mean, go crazy with them, no problem at all. Octinoxate could also be one of them. I have sunscreen that avoid Octinoxate. This is probably not the most famous one, but this is possible. And the last one could also be Octisalate. What I'm going to do is that in the description, I'm going to list those filters, and I will put the INCE name that you will find in the formula. This is very important because if you have tried a sunscreen and you reacted to it, read the ingredient list to know the filters. Most likely, I will probably have the review on my YouTube channel, so go and check it out and see if you see, oh, I have tried this one and this one AVOBENZONE, but I have tried the other one that don't contain AVOBENZONE and I'm not sensitive to it. So this is the way to work them. So the first three that I'm going to show you, they have 0 white cast. Two are Korean. So the first one, I've already talked about it, is simply the Centella Green Level, the Unscented Sun, SPF 50 plus, PA rating of 4+. Another alternative to this one is simply the one from Klairs, the soft airy UV essence that I'm always talking about. The Klairs does have one essential oils, this one doesn't. This one 100% transparent for every day, this one is perfect. Another one which is a new addition to my collection, I received this one in PR. I've contacted Keep Cool to send me this sunscreen. This is the Keep Cool, the Soothe Bamboo Sun Essence. This one also very elegant. I really like the texture. It's very creamy when you squeeze it out from the tube, but then this is a sort of creamy emulsion. It's not the finish, I mean, is pretty normal. You need to wait for 5 to 10 minutes, very elegant. And this one uses TINOSORBS S and UVINUL A+. So this one is UVINUL T150, UVINUL A+, the same one as Klairs. This one is TINOSORBS S and UVINUL A+. You cannot be simpler than that. Basically, they are ideal for every day. Another one is simply the French one. I also have an old review about this one, which is the SVR, the Cicavit plus the cream. So if you are looking for a European one, this one also is a good option. This one feels really creamy upon application. If I manage to squeeze it, darling. So the Cicavit feels pretty thick upon application, but at the same time creamy. So this is definitely not an emulsion type, but more of a cream type. Oh my god. And this one, you need to wait a solid 20 to 30 minutes to let it completely set. Definitely if you have more normal to dry skin, you will really enjoy the SVR one. Now let's move on to sunscreen that do have a white cast. I mean, the first one I've already talk about so much on my YouTube channel, also on my Instagram. You can go and check it out, the full review in details. This is the P20, the Sun Care for Kids SPF 50 plus. Most people would need at least 1 gram of product for the face. If you do not know, it's 1/4 of a teaspoon only for your face, another one for your neck. Do not under apply, and this is true for every type of sunscreen. With 1 pump on this one, you get 1 gram, which is exactly what I need. I also have a video about how much sunscreen do you need for your face. I highly recommend you to check this video and do the calculation. Anyway, this one does have a minimal white cast, barely there. This one also has Octisalate, so if it is the incriminated filters, you won't be able to use this one, but this one is compatible with a lot of skin issue and sensitivity. It is definitely more on the moisturizing side, so therefore don't use any moisturizer with this one unless you have the driest skin on the planet. Go ahead. This one does have a minimal white cast, like I have said, barely there. If you have darker skin type, and I've learned this trick thanks to a friend of mine. She has like a very dark chocolatey skin tone. She's a beautiful woman, very charming and very clever. You just need to spend some time to massage in the product for at least 3 minutes, and after 3 minutes the white cast completely disappears. So don't be afraid of it if you have a darker skin tone. Another one that don't contain any AVOBENZONE, don't contain any OCTOCRYLENE, it does contain Octinoxate. This is the Innisfree, the intensive long-lasting sunscreen. Like lots of Korean and also Japanese sunscreen, this is an hybrid one. This one contains also zinc oxide, therefore it does have a white cast. It is not extremely intense, but still this is there. I do find that on my skin tone, I do find it pretty. This is a cream that again is very easy to apply. If you want like to have a super even coat, you can use one of those Korean cushion puff. I really enjoy this one. The finish, very beautiful on the skin. So this is zinc oxide, Octinoxate. I think there is also a TINOSORBS S in this one, but I don't exactly remember the filter. But it has Octinoxate. Beautiful one to try. Another one, and I've talked about it on my favorite of July, this is the Ali, the extra UV gel from Ali. This one also, oh mama, this one is good. Again, it does have a white cast. The texture is like this sort of cream gel slash lotion, very pleasant to use. With this one also you will need to spend some, you will need like 20 minutes or so to wait for it like to completely set. It's very, very beautiful on the skin. It does have a white cast. If you love makeup, this one as a makeup primer is astonishing. Really, it's really, really beautiful on the skin. The last one that I'm going to show you is from my beloved brand Anessa. This is the Perfect UV Sunscreen Mild Milk. This one doesn't have Octinoxate, this one doesn't have OCTOCRYLENE, doesn't have Octisalate, and what else? And no AVOBENZONE. It is a beautiful one. Again, with this one, if you have darker skin type, spend some time to massage it in. My friend Satya, she managed to use it on her face, and like I have said, she have a darker skin tone. So this one is a milk. Not too watery, but still, and you will need again to spend some time to massage in the product because it has a high content of dimethicone, which is a silicone. By the way, do not be afraid of silicone. It does feel a little bit greasy upon application, but don't be worried if it is too greasy for you. You just put a little bit of powder. It also works as a makeup primer. This is not necessarily like the best product on the planet, but still it works. Also for all the family, for children and babies, this one is compatible. The filtering system is also very, very beautiful for sensitive skin. The Anessa the Mild Milk is also a must. So basically that's it for today. Thank you so much for your precious time. Of course, this is always the same drill. If you like this video, it does help me a lot if you give it a thumbs up, because like that, YouTube does promote my video. How lovely of them. Also, if you are new, please consider to subscribe to my channel. Again, it supports me a lot. Don't forget the notification bell, because like this, you know when I post. I have also 2 Instagram accounts, one in French and one in English. All the links are down below with also the filters and etc. Again, thank you so much for your time, for being here, for always being so lovely, and I will see you next time. Au revoir.